welcome back. Oh, it's a bit dark, isn't it? Is it me or is it a bit dark? No, actually it doesn't look too bad. Right, now I promised you live crafting, so here we go. So as I said to you, one of my favourite things in the catalogue, apart from the bottles, is, she says, and I've got to find it, is the kit with the black and white and the bits and what have I done with it? Put it somewhere so safe I can't. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh. So, I'm finding my way around it. I should have. There we go. So this is it. The Lots of Happy card kit and card kit refill. So yeah, love this. And so you can see there everything that's included in the kit. Comes in this black. There we go. Look. Ooh. Which is great in itself. So literally you could just buy this, you could wrap it in a great big bow and you could give it to anybody, including yourself. So if you know anybody who's thinking about crafting or is a little bit crafty, perhaps they sew, perhaps they quilt, crochet, something like this is the perfect thing to do. Everyone's got some glue around the place, around their house somewhere, and that is all you need, because as I said to you, you get everything you need in here, including all the cards. You even get dimensional pop-ups as well, so we'll put those out, but all the different shaped cards, all the bits and bobs, some ribbon in there and all sorts of bits. There we go, they're all done. There's a bit of gold in there, and just to show you some of the cards, so there we go. Look at how stunning is that. Very simple, but oh so stunning. Black, white and a flash of colour. And another one here, you deserve the best things life has to offer. And a little bitty one there as well. So we're going to go through, we're just going to make this card here with some of the bits so I can show you some of the bits in the kit as well. So she says, here we go. So here's a card base. So we're literally just going to fold that in half. It's already scored for you, already coloured for you. So just fold it in half. Always like to use my bone folder to make a nice solid fold on there so it goes flat. You've then got in there a piece of white card and a piece of the striped card. So whatever is your glue of choice, for things like this I use my snail. So just put that on there, leaving an even border all the way around. And clean that there. Oh, let's make sure it's not upside down. Might be sending it to Australia. Right, there we go. So that's it. And then what you've also got now I don't know if you can see this. This is a sheet of vellum, and it has these delicate die cut flowers. Now, I didn't put them on this one, but I'm going to put them on this one. And it's up to you. There are instructions in there in the kit, tells you what to do, but obviously, you know, it's your kit, you can do what you like with it as well, so you don't have to do it exactly as is. Now people will often say, how do I stick down vellum without seeing what's underneath, seeing the glue underneath? Now there's a variety of ways you can do this. If you know that some of it's going to be covered, you can stick the glue under there. So if this bit was going to be covered, we could stick the glue under there. Now Stampin' Up's vellum is quite thick. It's more of a cardstock than a sort of flimsy tracing paper we used to use at school. So I'm going to just, or a little bit of Tombow, or the snail will work as well. But I'm going to put a couple of a little bit, nothing too fancy, and just a tiny little bit, and I'm going to put that like that. So you'll be able to see it, but it actually dries clear as well, so you don't need to worry too much about it showing through either. This is a bit scary, isn't it? Gluing right on top of your card. Probably shouldn't have done that. There we go. There we go. And then in the kit, look at this. This comes like this already. So we're going to put it there, and I can decide to put it wherever I want. Now we are going to have this frame here that we're going to stamp on, but it is bigger than that frame there, so we could have that like that. Well, I might even do it. Should we do it that way? Might do it that way. Let's do it that way, and put that there. So, or I could do that and have it there. You could have a little bit poking out, or you could have your sentiment like that. Oh, I might like that as well, actually. See, you don't have to copy what there is. You can do whatever you want to do. But I think I quite liked that bit there, will dry clear. Probably should have decided where I was going to do that beforehand, but never mind. So you've got this stamp set here. So we've gone through those before, but all good sentiments. You've got your little stamping spot. This is Archival Basic Black. And I've picked I'm Always Here For You there, but I've put here, here's to the happiest birthdays yet. So you get the acrylic block, as I say, and the stamp, and your little, so make sure it's nice and dark. And on my frame, what was I going to do? Sideways, so that's fine, we're going to keep it like that. I mean, I tend to use my grid paper as well by putting things like that, or stamp. Whoop. Now you could, there are other stamps on there as well, as I said to you, so you could incorporate, you could have one of those flowers, so you could stamp that higher up and you could have that flower in the corner, whatever you wanted to, or you could do these in colours and just overlap these, so if that was in the corner you'd overlap it up here. Your choice, but let's get rid of that. And so here are the 4 coloured pencils. So you've got a lemon lime twist, yum yum. You've got an old olive. You've got, now I'm not going to quote this right, flirty flamingo and rich raz. Now those 2, so we have our packs of watercolour pencils that I say are great, but these 2 are exclusive to this kit, so they're not in the watercolour pencil. So if you just want the flirty flamingo and the lemon lime twist watercolour pencils, it's an expensive £31.50, but or they're expensive pencils, but as I said to you, they are so soft, they're artist quality, highly pigmented, and I love them, so soft. So always do a light to dark first. So in this instance, in fact, let's do the flowers. So in this instance, we're going to do lemon lime twist, and they just go on so easily. I'm hardly pressing at all. And obviously I'm on camera, and this is I'm going to be under pressure to get this right, aren't I? So, and I've realised before that I can't talk and craft at the same time. I seem to really concentrate so hard, and now I'm talking, I'm bound to make a mistake. But there we go. But look, I say, I'm really not pressing that hard at all. And look how pigmented it's coming out. Lovely. Now, I have to say, I am no artist. I can't draw anything, and I'm not very good at colouring either. I can stay in between lines, which is quite good, although you might like the whole watercolour go outside the line kind of look. I'm a little bit OCD about that, so I can't do that. I have to stay within the lines. But look how quickly it's happening. It's not taking too long at all. So, this is where you wish you could speed it up, isn't it? Whoop. Da, da, da. Talk amongst yourselves. I knew I should have probably done half of this first. So it was a good thought, just didn't put it into practice. So I have put a post up while we're waiting, that if you've got any questions to ask me, there's a post there saying ask me anything. I'm more than happy to honestly answer any questions you have. As I say, I'll do a little, depending on how long I take doing this, I'll do a little Q&A at the end. So we might run over the 2 o'clock, but if you've got any questions, I mean, obviously if they're private questions, you can just PM me, and then tell me to go and look in my others folder, and I'll go and find you if I'm not friends with you at the moment. But yeah, I'm happy to answer anything about anything really, my life, what I've been doing. There we go. So let's do that anyway. And then I'm just literally adding a bit of shading to the old olive to the bottoms of the leaves, so you can see how I'm really not being very particular, just a little bit along the bottom, and it just gives it a slightly variegated, gives it a little bit of dimension. Oh, all quite easy. But yeah, just so soft. And do you know what, if you like the whole pencil colour look, then you can leave it like this, which is what I did on that one. But I'm going to give you another tip. Now this is just on Whisper White card, so you don't want to flood it with water like an aqua painter. So while these are watercolour pencils, just this card won't take too much flooding. I'm going to do the berries or whatever they are. I'm no gardener either. Maybe someone can tell me what this is. But I'm going to go Flirty Flamingo, so light first. So yes, so don't use your aqua painter or a water brush and water just on these, because I think it will just flood and go all a little bit bleh. But we do have something else that you can use. But as I say, you might look like the whole watercolour pencil look. It depends how evenly you've covered it, I suppose, as well, as to what look you want. So again with those, now what am I going to do with this? I'm going to have that like that. So I'm just going to add again just a little bit of darker colour at the bottom. Now these two colours are quite close together, but again here, so because this is the bottom, it's going to go all along there. And then that's the bottom there, there, and the bottom there. So what's this other product I hear you say? Blender pens. So these are great. You can use them for anything, any colour at all. You can actually pick up the ink from your ink pads on these and watercolour like this. But what I'm going to do is it has some fluid in there that, just as the name suggests, just blends it together more. So again, depending on what look you're going for, don't go over and over and over again, but it just blends the colours so it looks a little less watercoloured and just mixes them together. Blend, it's a blender pen, it blends. Genius. Does exactly what it says on the packet. Oh, and another one there. So there we go. And so what you need to do to get it clean again, don't matter if it's done your nib, because actually it starts running clear now, and then you can just go in and do the leaves. And so you can see the difference that you get as well. I say just a little bit more. Oh, I've gone over the edge there. See, pressure. Just a little bit more blended. But I love it, love it, love it, love it. Because how easy is this? Colouring is so therapeutic. I mean, obviously the whole colouring books for adults has gone mental over the last few years, hasn't it? So yeah, colouring is very mindful and very relaxing. At the end of the day, it's only paper. So if you make a mistake, it doesn't matter. You can get refills. So if you make 20 mistakes, you can just try again. But there we go. So almost done there. Oh, see that I'm rushing now. Done that one, haven't I? So you can start to see the difference between this one with the blender pen that's just blended them, mixed them together a little bit. There we go, I think it's done. So there's your two differences, look. Oh, it's gotten a bit floppy, but that's just because I bent it. So there's your, can you see the differences there? So that one's been blended, that one hasn't. So you've got the kind of marks of the colouring on that and not so much on that. So what do we do? Let's grab our card back. A little bit of, again, glue, whichever you want to do. Let's put a bit of there on that. And we'll stick that going across the middle like that, I think. Did I say about like that? And then some dimensionals which are in the pack, all on here, one in each corner. Push the middles in, just lifts the sides a little bit. We'll just flick it over there. Haven't got time to be tidy, have we? There we go. And make sure it's straight again. I just use my grid paper for the line. There you go. It's as simple as that. And that's my little crafting live. Okay, let's check out the time. It's 1:45, so this party's going to go on until 2 o'clock, so I'm going to leave it just another couple of minutes, and at 10:10 I'm going to come back and you can see my lovely face again, and we'll see if you've got any questions.